plays coming out in the beginning of the game. Let me see how he plays.
Well, it's going to be important. You know, you got guys like LaMarcus Lee and Jordan Adebodu and Javonte Smart. I mean, they have a quality team, but they do have a height disadvantage. You can look at center court, and you can see that clearly Natchitoches Central had the edge, as Lamar Williams is not quite any match for the big man for Natchitoches Central. But hey, that's why they play the games.
And we got the tip-off, and handling the ball is number 23, Marcus King, for the Natchitoches Central. But they win the tip-off. Scotlandville's on defense. He swings the ball around to number 1, Brandon Rachel. They get the ball down in the middle to the big man, Lord. So the first points for the game, and Natchitoches Central comes right down, right on the inside, and score. So here we go. Smart has the ball for Scotlandville. Gives the ball up to Adebodu. Back to Smart. Takes the 12-footer. It rams out. Looks like to get the offensive rebound. Back out to Smart. Takes the three-point this time. Can't get it. Offensive rebound. Back out to Smart. And there's 2 offensive rebounds here in the first possession of the game for the Scotlandville Hornets. We're going to swing the ball around to Adebodu. Adebodu at the top of the key. There's a steal right there. Ball's going to be knocked out. It's going to go back to Scotlandville. First possession of the game is 2-0 in favor of Natchitoches Central. Scotlandville will retain possession as they inbound the ball to Javonte Smart, the talented freshman for the Scotlandville Hornets. Gets the ball across the timeline. He's being guarded real closely by Marcus King of Natchitoches Central. Now LaMarcus Lee has the ball. He takes his man off the dribble all the way to the rim, throws it up. Gets caught in the air that time, and here comes Natchitoches Central with the alley-oop pass. And they can't get it. And Scotlandville comes right back. And here's Smart, a little bit out of control there. LaMarcus Lee recovers the ball. LaMarcus Lee at the top of the key. Gives the ball up to Garrett Green. Ball is tipped out of bounds that time by Brandon Rachel of Natchitoches Central. Scotlandville retains the possession. Adebodu with the takeoff. Javonte Smart has the ball. Penetrates the lane, brings it back out. Gets the ball in right there to Garrett Green. Back out to Smart. Green sets the pick, and Smart goes all the way to the lane. And gets a 2-shot foul call there. So he'll be headed to the free throw line. That ball is going to be on Marquise King. Smart takes his first free throw and it rims out. Monte Smart misses his first free throw. Gets a second chance at it. And he makes it. Now the score is 2-1. They crack the scoreboard. They come out on playing full court defense right here. Natchitoches Central brings it across the timeline. They're able to break the press. They swing the ball around to Brandon Rachel. He takes it all the way to the hole and is blocked right there by Garrett Green. Clears out. Gets the ball to Smart, and here he comes. Across the timeline. Out to Lee. Lee spins. The ball rims out. Rebound right there by number 11, Danny Corn with Natchitoches Central. And he pulls up for the three.
That one racks off no good.
That racks off no good. So far, so good. Just like both of them are kind of a little bit anxious.
They're feeling each other out a little bit here, and there's a whistle. Looks like they took one step. That was a push-off. They're saying
offensive foul.
Yep. So Lamar Williams pushed off apparently.
Yeah. Illegal screen, basically, but...
Talking to here for now. I'm recording here.
So here we go. Natchitoches Central has the ball. Number 1, Brandon Rachel.
That's the ball.
Gets it to number 11. It gets it down to the camera Lord once again. He has all 4 points so far.
They can expect to see a whole lot of Cameron Lard tonight.
Well, you better believe it. You definitely have to stop the man down on the inside. I want to see how Coach Sampler attacks that. If he's going to double team Lard before he gets out of hand. And here comes Lee penetrating.
He just took it away from him.
He took it away from him. And here comes
Brandon.
Brandon Rachel. Dynamic block.
Rejected by Garrett Green.
Great defensive play.
Rachel made a good play, and Garrett Green made an even better one. And there goes Javante Smart. Oh, he got a little too excited there. And it rattles off. And here come the Chiefs. And that is number 11. Danny Cohen with the ball. It's taken away. Javante Smart now gets it back. Smart now crosses the timeline. 4:08 remaining in the opening period. Natchitoches Central 4, Scotlandville 1. Garrett Green with the ball. And there's a little gypsy do, and it's good. Jordan Adebutu with the up and under. And Scotlandville cuts the lead down to 1.
I think that's the right strategy. Go right in and try to attack the big man. Maybe you get him in some foul trouble.
Rachel.
Brandon Rachel takes the ball all the way straight to the hoop. Here comes Adebutu. Ball was knocked out by Rachel at times, so it's going to go back to Scotlandville. But I think that's the strategy. You should go in and attack the big man and see if you can try to get him in some kind of foul trouble.
100% agree, and that's the way you get big guys into trouble. You come right at them and try to get them to jump stupid, so to speak.
They have attacked it.
Oh, well, watch it. Well, Javante Smart, he couldn't handle him. I was fast as forward. And all the way to the hole, and goaltending. An excellent defensive play stolen by Marquise King, and he was goaltended by Marcus Lee.
Another turnover right there. You can't get too careless with the ball in this type of a game. Every possession, especially against the #1 ranked team, is crucial. So here we go. Scotlandville has the ball. Trying to get across the timeline. Green has it. Green gets it down to the Marcus Lee on the baseline. He swings the ball back up to the top of the field. Leading to Garrett Green. Green out of Boosie. Here comes Smart right on the curl with a nice 10-footer. Nice shot. 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Natchitoches Central back down, but great hands right there.
You heard the slap. You heard the slap on earlier, but the officials didn't get it. Marcus Lee gets away with one. Javante Smart from downtown, no good, and the rebound goes to the Chiefs.
Great hustle right there by Scotlandville. Both teams are attacking the basket.
Cuts it to a 1.
We'd like to thank you for sticking with us. We had some technical difficulties for our live audience. Get you caught up. Scotlandville's trailing 8-7 early in the first period with 1:52 remaining. It's been so far like the first round of a heavyweight boxing match with both fighters trying to feel each other out.
And then the game comes. Joshua Roberts. Mark Williams is going to go out. So it looks like Coach Sample is going to go a little smaller here to get a little bit more quickness advantage. And Garrett Green has it, almost 5-second count that time. Back to Green. Green gets it over to Lee. They cross the timeline. And LaMarcus Lee gets the ball up to Javante Smart. Sample gives his instruction, and here comes Smart. And skips off the Garrett Green hands. But it was recovered right there by Joshua Roberts. Great hand that time.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good heads-up play there by Roberts, and we'll see how they reset. There's the bounce pass to Jordan Adebutu. And he's going to take a 1-2 step. He's in the lane. He's forced to kick it back out to Roberts. Roberts over to LaMarcus Lee. Coming up on 1 minute remaining in this opening period. Lee takes one from the left wing. No good. Rebound by Natchitoches Central. That's picked up by Brandon Rachel. And here comes King. King's going to take it across the timeline. 58 seconds to go in the opening period. And they're slowing it down. Passes over there to number 11. That's Danny Cohen. Back to King. King looks, finds Cohen in the corner. He's going to jack up a three-pointer. Good! Cohen from downtown. Natchitoches Central extends their lead 11-7.
Big shot right there. We're coming to the end of the quarter. Cohen in the corner. Wasn't a really contested shot. Scotlandville's going to have to. And here comes Smart right back with another three. Big shot right there.
Javante Smart has just been big shot the whole tournament. Of course, he's a young man to hit the game-tying three-point shot against Bird to send Scotlandville here, to send it in overtime to get them here. And he's picking up right where he left off, Joker.
Most definitely, y'all. Javante Smart, we've covered him here on the Louisiana All-American Sports Show. This man got ice water in his veins. He's a freshman, very talented freshman, and he's not afraid of the big moment.
And he's only a freshman. This guy's going to get better. Final shot from downtown. Off the front of the rim. That shot was attempted by Danny Cohen at the end of the first quarter. The score, the Natchitoches Central Chiefs 11, the Scotlandville Hornets 3. You are listening to the LHSAA 5A championship game on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com.
I think here in this first quarter, Eric, the quarter went by really, really fast. I don't think maybe had one foul call, maybe 2 foul calls. Nobody shot any free throws in the first quarter, so it was kind of a stalemate. The big man on the inside for Natchitoches Central, Cameron Lloyd, was primarily the main scorer. One big 3-point by Danny Cohen. But I like Scotlandville's position here so far in the first quarter.
I do too. I think Scotlandville, they're outlength, but they're keeping up with them. They're using skill, they're using their smarts and their experience, and that's what we have now, a 1-point game.
But I see a lot of confidence in this team too. They don't seem to be intimidated by this number 1 team that beat them last year.
No, I think they know they owe the Chiefs one. They owe one to the Chiefs, and they have a little more length than they did last year, and they're going to bring it to them.
And so here we go. The second quarter as we begin, Scotlandville has the ball first. Javante Smart with the ball, gets it over to number 2, Joshua Roberts. And Joshua Roberts surveys the field. He's been defended real tough by Austin Guy. And here comes LaMarcus Lee. He gets the ball. And they call for travel. Another turnover, first play of the second quarter. So the ball will go over to Natchitoches Central.
You've not got too many of those too quickly, Joker.
No, not at all. As we said before, in a game like this, every possession is crucial.
So here come the Chiefs, and that's tapped and knocked out of bounds, so that'll break it up, but Natchitoches Central will retain possession. Good defensive play there by, was that Roberts? That is Joshua Roberts who deflected the pass.
And so they'll get the ball out on the sideline. Natchitoches Central takes it out. Marquise King gets it to Rachel. Rachel swings it over to Danny Cohen. Back to Rachel. And Marquise King looks to the sideline for instruction. Takes it down inside the paint. Gets it back, the ball back. It gets it down into their big man, and he loses the ball. And Scotlandville comes out with it on the fast break. And here comes Robert all by himself for the layup.
Joe, beautiful.
Great shot right there. And that's the first lead of the game for Scotlandville. They lead 7 minutes left in the second quarter.
Joshua Roberts did a great job maintaining his concentration enough to get that shooter's roll. And Scotlandville, for the first time tonight, has the lead, 12-11.
And it's all about defense right there. Coach Sample went small. Right at the end of the first quarter, he inserted Joshua Roberts, and it's paid dividends so far.
It's given them some quickness, and I believe Natchitoches Central has just called a timeout. That is their first timeout. They have 4 remaining. You're listening to the LHSAA Class 5A State Championship on Louisiana AllAmericanSports.com. And while we have you listening, we'd like to thank our sponsors for making this possible. The LHSAA, thanks to the All-State Sugar Bowl for sponsoring the LHSAA State Championship events, trophies, and awards for over 80 years. The Sugar Bowl has been preserving the past and ensuring the future of amateur sports in Louisiana. Special thanks to J.D. Bank, presenting sponsor of the Top 28. J.D. Bank, J.D. gets me. Thank you to J.C. Bodale Energy Services, official tip-off sponsor of the 2014 Top 28. Thank you to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a major sponsor of all LHSAA State Championship events and sponsor of the Louisiana High School All-Star Games. Thanks to Baden Sports, the official provider of official ball provider of the LHSAA. Baden Sports is the maker of the finest athletic balls on earth. No matter what your sport is, trust your game ball to Baden. Authentic, innovative. Baden shares your passion for a better game. Talking T-shirts is the official merchandiser of the LHSAA.
And here we go, back to the action. Natchitoches Central comes out of the timeout. I wonder what Coach told them. They have the size advantage, but I think Scotlandville has the quickness advantage. And that's a travel right there by Brandon Rachel.
He was walking all the way to New Orleans from here, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
So Jordan Adebutu will inbound the basketball. 6:34 to go in the first half. Scotlandville holding on to a 1-point lead, 12-11 in this Class 5A state championship game. You can just feel the electricity all the way from here down to the court. And you know the players feel that. They've got to be close to 10,000 people here in the arena tonight.
Yes, indeed. And it's a packed house. When I came in, it was amazing, the support that Louisiana high school sports and the fans come out and support this game. It's incredible atmosphere that we have here. And Adebutu takes a three-pointer and misses it. Looks like Lord comes out with the rebound.
Cameron Lord is going to be he's going to be a pain for these Scotlandville Hornets for much of this game, I think. So here come the Chiefs. King over to I believe it's not Rachel, that's Cohen. Now it's Rachel, kicks it out in the corner. 1-2 step. Oh, nice job. Garrett Green taking the charge as number 12, Austin Guy, tried to steamroll over Garrett Green. He said, oh, no, not in my house. Takes one for the team, gets the ball back with 5:57 to go.
And that's what we talk about when I talk about defense. Carlos Sample, these guys are not afraid of the moment, and they're getting in there into this team so far. The Natchitoches Central does have the size advantage, but Scotlandville Hornets has the quickness advantage right now. And we're starting to see that it's paying off. And here we go across the timeline. Here comes Smart all the way to the goal, and he embraces the contact. And that should be a foul call on Cameron Lord, and that's the way you want to do. You want to attack the big man.
That's right. That's going to send Javante Smart to the line. Very good free throw shooter. So Scotlandville should have a chance to extend their lead with 5:46 remaining in the first half.
And Natchitoches Central hasn't scored yet in this second quarter, so great defense.
It's been a stalemate. It's been a 2-0, now a 3-0 advantage for Scotlandville here in the second quarter, and that's what they want to do. You know, Natchitoches Central got out early and gets the shooter's roll, and so Scotlandville extends the lead to a 3-point lead. But yeah, Natchitoches Central got out to an early start, and right now they are containing them. They are locking out that lane.
And this is a team that was 28-2 in the regular season, so they haven't lost a lot. So I wonder, have they ever been
Correct. I'm sorry, Joker. Go ahead.
In the regular season? Yeah, they're 32-2 now. Great bank right there by Austin Guy. They needed that. That actually cut the lead to, well, it's a long 2-point shot. So the score now is 14-13, 5 minutes and 15 seconds left before halftime. Scotlandville gets the ball across the timeline. LaMarcus Lee has it. Takes the dribble. Oh, stutter steps. Goes to the hole. Off the back glass. But he couldn't convert. And Guy comes out with the rebound, gets it out to Brandon Rachel.
It was a great move to the basket by Lee. I think he got a little too excited. And Austin Guy was Johnny on the spot there to grab the rebound.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And here we go. Natchitoches Central is down 1 point. Looks like they're taking their time on this possession. The game started out real fast. They was pushing the ball on every possession, but now it looks like they're playing more of a half-court offense. So they're trying to swing the ball around to get it to the big man. And there we go. And he's triple teamed, which gives Guy the shot.
From 14 feet. And he was very steady, very confident in that shot.
Yes, indeed. And that's what Coach called the timeout. Natchitoches Central called timeout and readjusted their game plan. They wanted to slow down, and here comes the ball to the goal.
Oh, Lord.
And that shot was effective.
Here comes Guy. Oh, he gets it over to King. King steps in the lane, 1-2 step. Smart swats the ball, no good. Garrett Green got a little piece of the ball and defends it. Natchitoches Central still up, though, 15-14. And there's Javante Smart from the right wing. Not a good shot. That's going to go out of bounds, and so it'll be a no-touch rebound going to the Chiefs.
Yeah, that ball was out of bounds. That was a bad shot right there taken by the freshman, but hey, he'll get other opportunities. From what I'm seeing, Natchitoches Central called timeout. They came back out with a different type of game plan. They're slowing the ball down now. They're going to work around and try to get it to the big man. If he gets double team or triple team, he's just going to kick the ball out for the easy shot. And here we go. With the fast break, LaMarcus Lee.
He got it that
all
time.
the way to the hole.
He got it that time.
Man, what incredible speed he has.
And who calls timeout?
I had to be Natchitoches Central, or maybe a referee called timeout. Natchitoches Central call. He's actually getting on the player. The coach is giving Marquise King the business, as we call it.
Coach Lordy looked like he was beside himself.
But hey,
Lordy, I said Gordy.
But one thing about it,
Coach Gordy said, "Oh Lordy." I'm sorry, Joker. Go ahead.
LaMarcus Lee. We've covered this guy before here on Louisiana All-American Sports. This guy plays tough defense, and he is very, very quick. When he gets the ball, he's very shifty with his moves. But he bursts out like a cannon, and just that time he was able to get the steal, and he just left everybody all the way to the goal.
Joker, he absolutely exploded. And, I thought, excuse me, on the last fast break, he got a little too excited. I thought he might need to kick it out to a teammate, but he had complete control that time, and that's what we've come to expect from LaMarcus Lee. So
and
16-15, Scotlandville on top.
And here we go. Natchitoches Central has the ball again. Wondering what they're going to do out this timeout. He sets the ball over to Brandon Rachel. Rachel swings it all the way around to Danny Cohen. Back up to Rachel. Scotlandville is playing a 2-3 zone right here, trying to protect the inside. They're swinging the ball around. Guy has the ball. Swing it back up to Rachel. Rachel
Kendarius Aaron, no good.
And Smart comes out with the rebound. And here we go. Fast break. Oh, with the slam, Garrett Green.
Garrett Green with a nasty dunk on the assist by Javante Smart. And Scotlandville extends their lead 18-15.
What a great play right there. And the quickness is starting to show. Because it looks like from end to end, Scotlandville is beating them.
So here we go. Brandon Rachel with the basketball. Scotlandville is also clearly grabbed the momentum in this game. Over the corner, Austin Guy from the left wing. Beautiful shot, buries it, and that cuts the lead down to 1 point.
This guy's a great shooter. I've seen him make 3 in a row right on that left wing, especially in the corner. Has a real soft touch. He's a southpaw, but he has a real soft touch. And here goes Smart across the timeline. Scotlandville has the ball. 2 minutes left. He kicks the ball. It looks like a turnover. Natchitoches Central has it, and it's going to be a fast break. And it's going to be foul right there.
So Keontae Aaron goes up. Hope I pronounced that young. Kadarius Aaron. Mr. and Mrs. Aaron are listening. My bad. Kadarius Aaron goes up. He's fouled. That was a smart foul because if they hadn't done it, that would have been an easy 2 points for the Natchitoches Central Chiefs.
Yeah, you want to make them earn it at the free throw line. So it looks like number 22, Kadarius Aaron, is going to take his first shot and hits the front of the rim and rolls in. That's going to tie the score 18-18. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left before halftime.
We'd like to remind you also, if you're enjoying this action, we will be giving you in-game coverage of tomorrow's Class 1A championship game between the Madison Prep Academy Chargers and the Lafayette Christian Academy Knights. That'll be tomorrow at 2 p.m. Will not be an audio broadcast, but you will be able to follow the action with updated scoring and updated play descriptions here on Louisiana All-AmericanSports.com.
Minute and 59 seconds left, and Scotlandville's trying to get the ball in. They get it in to Garrett Green. Adebutu gets it back. Natchitoches Central on the four-court press. Back off a little bit. Here they come with the trap. Trapping Adebutu. Garrett Green gets it. But the big man, Cameron Lord, was in the middle protecting the paint. So they had to pull the ball back out. And here goes Smart. Looks like it's going to be a touch foul right there on number 22 on Kadarius Aaron.
So that's
He's asking for...
That is a non-shooting foul, and Natchitoches Central still has one more foul left to give. That's only their 5th team foul. That's the 2nd foul on Aaron. 19-18. Smart with the basketball. He's looking, and he has Aaron guarding him. Smart crosses over, gets a pick from Green. Green tried to roll. He chose not to hit him. 1-2 step by Smart, lost it out of bounds. So the Hornets will retain possession. 1:26 to go in the first half. Still 19-18.
I like what Smart is doing, though. He's taking the ball into the hole, and he's trying to draw some fouls. Scotlandville gets the ball, takes it out. Oh! And Lord's waiting on the ball, and that was an incredible block right there.
I mean, Garrett Green went up, and he switched from his left to his right hand to put it away from Lord, but Cameron Lord was having none of it and swatted it right towards those cheerleaders.
Well, Garrett Green did get the slam dunk, and I think they should go more into his body. Instead of trying to go away from him to avoid those long arms, go into his body and get the call down low.
Exactly. If Lord is going to take points away from you, make it hurt him. Put an elbow in, throw a body into him. You might get the foul call, you might not, but it's going to make him think before being too aggressive down in the paint. Adebutu kicks off to Roberts. Roberts bounce pass to Javante Smart. Smart, he's pivoting on his left foot. 56 seconds to go and a half. 1-2 step in the lane. Smart, good move. Garrett Green rebound, no good. Ball's being fought for. Roberts gets the rebound for Scotlandville. Good job battling by Scotlandville. Jordan Adebutu with the ball. 45 seconds remaining in the half. Adebutu is being guarded by, that's Rachel. And let's see, he's going to go over to his left, steps up in the wing, 1-2 step Adebutu, and Lord went up very aggressively to block him. There's a whistle. I'm assuming that's a foul against the Chiefs, and it is, and that will should send Green, Adebutu?
That's just a 16 foul. So.
Okay, it was not in the act of shooting. I stand corrected. Adebutu, over to Roberts, and Ray steps over and back. That's a good call.
Turnover right there by Scotlandville with the backcourt violation. Looks like he couldn't handle the ball, so here goes Natchitoches Central with the ball. 30 seconds left before halftime. They're probably going to hold here for one shot. They have a 1-point lead, 19-18. Guy takes the ball out. Number 23, Marquise King, has the ball at the top of the circle. It looks like they're going to hold here for one shot. 20 seconds left. Scotlandville's going to just let the clock run down here. Try to get a defensive stop before halftime. Very entertaining first half, fast first half. Not that many foul calls, not that many foul shots. And 3 seconds left. He should shoot the ball.
Money.
Oh, and he makes it at the bucket.
Marquise King, he just stared right at that bucket, took his sweet time, arched his back, and buried that three-point shot. Talk about confidence. And at the end of the first half, the score, the Natchitoches Central Chiefs 22, the Scotlandville Hornets 18. You are listening to the Class 5A championship game on LouisianaAllAmericanSports.com. We'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors. Thanks to Blue Cross and Blue Shield Louisiana, proud corporate sponsor, partner of LHSAA. Blue Cross and Blue Shield Louisiana, the card accepted by more top doctors. Special thanks to the partners of the LHSAA Regional Healthcare Network, the Tulane Institute of Sports Medicine, North Oaks Orthopedic Specialty Center, Green Clinic Orthopedic, and the Northern Louisiana Medical Center, and Lake Charles Memorial Sports Medicine. Thanks to Mooshmesh Photography, the official photographer of all LHSAA events. For action shots and award presentation photos of today's events, go to www.flashpicsphoto.com. Special thanks to ExxonMobil and ISC. All academic scholar athlete programs recognize the success on and off the court. Special thanks to the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury, the Lake Charles Southwest Louisiana CVB, and the Burton Complex for hosting the 2015 All-State Sugar Bowl LHSAA Top 28. The Louisiana National Guard is proud to be a partner of the LHSAA. Just like soldiers in the National Guard, these basketball players are here because of teamwork, grit, and determination. Thanks to Partners Pharmacy for their support of high school athletics. Partners Pharmacy, making medicine work for you. This year's March Madness semifinal games for boys and girls are being streamed live. Anyway, special thanks to Hertz. Hertz, the official rental car company of the LHSAA. Fox Sports New Orleans, your home for televised high school sports in Louisiana. All championship games will be televised, tape delayed on Fox Sports New Orleans. Check out the LHSAA website for broadcast information. Now available in the App Store, the LHSAA mobile application, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield in Louisiana. The easiest way to keep up with your school's scores and schedules, traveling to an away game, get the directions on the go. Coaches, send in your final scores straight from your phone. The LHSAA mobile app, going beyond the game. Special thanks to Lake Charles Toyota, where we know you by your name, and Tarver Ford. Give Tarver Ford a chance to earn your business. LHSAA thanks McDonald's, team meal host of the 2015 March Madness. Attention fans, make plans to attend the 2015 LHSAA All-Star Game at the Hirsch Coliseum in Shreveport. Girls team tip-off at 1 p.m., followed by the boys game at 3, and finally this year's March Madness semifinal games for boys and girls are being streamed live on the NFSH network at www.nfsh.com. The NFSH network, we are high school.
Whoa, that was a lot. That was a mouthful. Hey, but we want to always endorse and give thanks to the sponsors. But those are the people that have us here, you know?
Yeah, you got that right, Joker.
Hey, but what a first half so far. It went by really fast to me. They actually gave us, I'm looking at some stats here. These are from the first quarter, though. On the inside, Natchitoches Central had 8 points in the paint. Scotlandville had 6 points in the paint. So they was going down to Cameron Lloyd, was pretty much their main offense. Everything revolves around this guy. This guy's about 6'9", has incredible defense, long arms, has some low post moves, and actually can score the ball around the rim. So he kind of affected the way that Scotlandville wanted to play. So what Coach Sample did early in the game is he called timeout. He took out Lamarck Williams, the big man, and he inserted Joshua Roberts. He inserted Joshua Roberts into the game, which kind of played a four-guard type of system, which you see a lot of coaches doing now when they overmatch physically or maybe size advantage. Then quickness always is the equalizer to height or strength.
So right you are, Joker, and that's what Scotlandville's doing. I mean, they know they don't have a Cameron Lard in the middle. They don't have anybody even remotely as long and tall as Cameron Lard in the middle. They've got to overcome that other ways. They got to make him move in the paint. They got to move the ball quickly and use their quickness and their sharpshooting. And they're doing that, and they're only down by 4 points. They did have the lead briefly. They just have to keep it going and find a way to seize the momentum and take advantage of some Natchitoches Central mistakes in the second half.
All right, most definitely. We're definitely going to find out how it's going to go here. We're going to see about the readjustment, what Carlos Sample has in his bag. I thought that when he went small and he did what he was doing, that he had good results. He started to get a few turnovers, a couple of steals, a couple of fast break points. We saw the big slam by Garrett Green. We saw a couple of great plays by LaMarcus Lee. And even Smart has been able to get to the goal. Some of them they're going to have to be able to convert some of those chippies that they meant and cut down on the turnovers.
Yes.
And And I think that's one of the keys.
And also, I think they've got to watch when they get those fast break opportunities. They cannot get too excited and over pursue the goal. We saw them miss a couple of points a couple of baskets like that. That will catch up in the end.
Well, most definitely. Cameron Lloyd does have a way of affecting that. You know, he's been affected of a couple of shots. He's had 2 or 3 blocks here in the first half, and he's also affected at least 3 or 4 different shots. Those you won't see on the stat sheet, but those are very big plays when you can be able to get, it's just like turnover. If you can affect the shot and be able to get the rebound off of a bad miss, because they have the anticipation of you blocking the shot, then that's just as good as a block shot. And so this guy is pretty much the key so far that I see in this game. But I saw the adjustment that Coach Sample made, and he's doing what he can. These guys are really playing hard, and that's why it's such a close game, 22-18. Great game so far.
So we'd like to remind you also to join us tomorrow morning as we're going to have a special edition of the Louisiana All-American Sports Show on 96.9 FM WHYR, Baton Rouge Community Radio. We'll be broadcasting live here from Lake Charles. We'll have Coach Perry Daniels in the house, of course, and we'll be discussing all the high school, college, and pro action, but obviously a little more focus on our young high school athletes during this special time of the year for these high school athletes. That's the Louisiana All-American Sports Show is tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. on 96.9 FM in Baton Rouge. Hey, we're a low-power station if you're getting a weak signal. If you're outside the Baton Rouge area, no problem. You can catch us anywhere in the world at WHYR.org or with the TuneIn Radio app on your smartphone, keyword WHYR.
One other thing I noticed in this game, Eric, was that Coach Sample pretty much went with his starters. He only played, I think, 6 or 7 people in this game. And the same goes for the other Natchitoches Central. It's usually when you get to the playoffs or you get to the finals, the rotation gets a lot smaller.
And you got to have your best horses out there. I mean, that's how you win these ball games. And we've seen pretty much the same studs out there for the Scotlandville Hornets that we've seen all year long. And they're sticking with who got them there, so to speak. And, we're going to see how this ends up in the end.
I want to see if Lamarck Williams with the Scotlandville Hornets is going to play a role in this game. He was taken out. He started the game, but then he was taken out for Roberts. And Roberts came in and did a real good job on the defensive side. Was not scrappy. He had a steal or 2. And Lamarck Williams never saw any time in the left. But he has some height. He can help Garrett Green on the inside, help neutralize Cameron Lloyd. So I want to see if Carlos Sample uses him in the second half.
We're going to find out how that works, and you've got to account for Lloyd. He's going to be the difference maker in this game one way or the other. Let's pay a few more bills real quick before the second half starts. Again, the LHSAA thanks the All-State Sugar Bowl for sponsoring the LHSAA State Championship events, trophies, and awards. For over 80 years, the Sugar Bowl has been preserving the past and ensuring the future of amateur sports in Louisiana. Special thanks to J.D. Bank, presenting sponsor of the Top 28. J.D. Bank, J.D. gets me. Thank you to J.C. Fodale Energy Services, official tip-off sponsor of the 2014 Top 28. Thank you to Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola is a major sponsor of all LHSAA state championship events and sponsor of the Louisiana High School All-Star Games. Special thanks to Boston Sports, the official ball provider of the LHSAA. Boston Sports is the maker of the finest authentic athletic balls on earth. No matter what your sport is, trust your game ball to Boston. Authentic, innovative. Boston shares your passion for a better game. Talking T-shirts is the official merchandiser of the LHSAA.
And he's going to go down here. This is where it's going to get really real. The second half, baby. All or nothing. Do or die. The number 1 team versus the number 3 team doesn't get any better than this. Let's get it.
Real.
Yeah, it definitely gets real.
So here come the Hornets. The Chiefs will inbound the basketball. I'm sorry, no.
Yeah, Chiefs going to have the ball first.
Sure, I had that right. Chiefs are going to inbound. And here we go. Brandon Rachel being counted off. 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Well, that was close. And here comes Guy. Guy over to Rachel, over to King. King puts it on the ground, kicks it over to Rachel. Rachel looking, and he finds Cohen. Back to Rachel. Rachel bounces it down low. He stepped out of bounds before picking it up. That's a turnover. Marquise King was not aware of his footing, and they're going to cough up the ball.
And great defense right there by Scotlandville. And they will get the ball. Ball's going to be taken out by Adebutu. He's looking for Smart. Smart gets the ball. Back to Adebutu. Natchitoches Central comes out with the full court press as expected. Smart crosses the timeline. Gets the pick by Gary Green. Takes it all the way to the hole and pushes. Oh! For the 10-footer, and looks like they called the offensive foul on Javonte Smart with their push-up.
Good job by Kadarius Aaron taking one for the team. I thought Smart had that one buried, and then I saw him sliding on the ground. He stole it a little bit, but, hey, that's what you do in a championship situation.
Hey, big flop that time, but, hey, he got away with it. And actually that call is a makeup call from the first half because coach for the Natchitoches Central was on them about the same type of play and said that Smart had pushed off with the off arm. So they was looking for it, so they got him. So Natchitoches Central has the ball, swings it up.
Scotlandville is in a 3-2 zone. 3-2 zone. That's interesting. I guess that's to neutralize Lard and try to stymie the guards up front. And they have Lamarck Williams, and he's putting his weight into Cameron Lard, but that's just a big, tall, long man. Best of luck trying to stop him.
Yes.
I find it interesting that they're going 3-2 instead of a 2-3, which they normally run. Do you think that is because of Lard, and if so, why?
Yes, it is because of Lard. And also, when you play the 2-3 and they put 3 down there, then it's hard to stop the perimeter shot. But when you have 3 up at the top, then you can play the perimeter and play him. But we're going to see how this is going to work. They're actually trying to deny him the ball from the beginning. And it looks like they're just holding the ball for, I don't know what the coach is doing. Maybe he's trying to make a statement by saying that they're playing this guy too. Oh.
And the crowd's not thrilled. You can hear the boo birds coming out. 1-2 step by Brandon Rachel off the glass. I'm sorry, that wasn't Rachel. That was Cohen. And that shot is good. That was Danny Cohen. And, Natchitoches Central extends the lead, 24-18.
Because of that turnover, they was able to get a good shot that time by Danny Cohen. They held the ball for about 30 seconds before they even attempted to do anything with the ball. The crowd started booing, and Cohen takes the ball to the hole and gets 2 points. So here we go. Gary Green gets the ball to Smart. Smart takes it for the floater. Gets his own rebound back. And he's tied up. Actually, that was a foul right there.
Yeah.
He's going to be called on Guy.
Austin Guy looked like he was wrapping him up like this was football or something like that. So it's going to be a third down. Sorry, we're in the third quarter, and Scotlandville will retain possession of the ball. Fortunately, it was before Smart can get off another shot.
Right. And I think this half, they're going to start calling it a little tighter. The first half, they was letting the little things go a little bit.
A lot of things go.
Yeah, they was letting Lard kind of play these guys on the fast breaks and wasn't calling. Here we go.
Oh.
Lard affected that shot.
And that was another.
And they called a jump ball that time. Possession out of stage for Scotlandville. Big defensive play that time by Lamarck Williams.
And, there's another example, though, of LaMarcus Lee. It made a beautiful move to the basket, but he saw Cameron Lard there and decided he better hurry up before he gets blocked, and he rushed it, missed his shot. That's just how effective a long guy like Cameron Lard can affect a basketball game. And that's a foul against Natchitoches Central, and that's against number 22, Kadarius Aaron. And that is the second team foul against the Chiefs.
Yeah, and I anticipated them to start calling it a little more tight here, and that's what they're doing so far. Adebutu has the ball. He's guarded very closely by Cohen, but Natchitoches Central. Gary Green comes up, gets the ball, gets it to LaMarcus Lee. This is the guy I think you should get the ball to, Lee and Smart. And he goes all the way to the hole, and beautiful play right there.
Javonte Smart.
By Javonte.
I like that. Oh, look at LaMarcus Lee's in the building. He knocks the monitor off his hilt. That almost came into your living room at home, folks. LaMarcus Lee is so quick. I mean, he does this all the time. He can just reach out and swat the ball in the row 6, or in this case, our row, just like that. I mean, he was standing almost where that horse is at half court for the Cowboy and deflected the pass. He's such a quick young man.
And that's why the defense that they have, LaMarcus Lee, is exactly in the middle. He's very smart on the defensive end, and they're best defensive player. So great job right there. So once again,
Coach Gordy's playing the stall game, and he looks like he's very unapologetic about it. Coach Gordy doesn't look like he's too thrilled with the way this game has rolled so far between the officiating and Scotlandville maybe being a little extracurricular on defense. Scotlandville is just camping out in the wing in a 3-2 zone. Marquise King is just chilling by the M for McNeese near half court. Now he's starting to move up as LaMarcus Lee extends and tries to force him to do something with the basketball. Now they're going to throw it right back to King, and King is just going to curl up with his teddy bear. Okay, here comes LaMarcus Lee. He's going to pass it over to Brandon Rachel. 4:10 to go in the third quarter. Adabudu guarding Rachel, kicks it all the way over to King. King goes to his right, bounces to Rachel. They are just relaxing almost at half court, Piper. They are in no hurry, and they only have a 4-point lead. This could be a mistake. Coach Gordy could rue this decision if this results in any kind of a turnover, any mistake is made. We know that Scotlandville can very quickly pounce on any opponent that's trying to play the stall game and tie them up defensively.
Yeah, I don't understand the strategy that he's using. I think it goes against what he does. I think he played, and there they go, defense.
And there we go. Just what we talked about. It's tipped up.
Oh, tipped up.
Barely recovers it. Actually, a great move by Rachel, but he misses. And rebound by Javante Smart. Here comes Smart. Cross half court. It's a fast break. He steps up from the right elbow. Rattles out no good. Rebound, Garrett Green. He goes up very strong. He gets the foul. And Garrett Green's going to the line to shoot 2. That's a foul on Cameron Lard. And that is his, I believe, the second personal foul. Let's see what they call it on. It is his second personal. Third team against Natchitoches Central. That is just what we talked about, Joker. They can go ahead and try that technique, and it just blew up in their faces, Piper.
Exactly. And you're only going to give the other team more confidence because it makes it look like the defense that Scotlandville is in, they don't know how to attack it. And so it makes Scotlandville say, okay, well, you guys can't seem to figure us out. So they're looking at the coach to try to figure out, well, what do we do? They've probably never seen that before on film.
Exactly. And not only that, but now they know, okay, you can go ahead and try to stall, but now we know not only can you not penetrate our defense, we can rip it away from you if we want to. So this a big confidence booster. Garrett Green makes his first free throw. Big confidence booster here for the Hornets. Garrett Green going in for his second foul shot, and it is good.
Big 2 free throws made that time by Green. And here comes Natchitoches Central, comes out again. Let's see if they try to stall again.
22-24 the score. Guy back to King. 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go in the third period. Bounce pass over to Brandon Rachel. Scotlandville in a 2-3 zone. On the floor for the Hornets, LaMarcus Lee, number 20. Number 22, Jordan Adabudu. Number 1, Javante Smart. Number 24, Garrett Green in the middle. Lamarck Williams, number 5. On the floor for the Chiefs, number 23, Marquise King. Number 1, Brandon Rachel. Number 32, Cameron Lard. Number 11, that's Danny Cohen. And number 12, Austin Guy for the Chiefs.
These guys look like they don't know what they're doing. They're just giving the ball back and forth to each other from Rachel back to Marquise King. Marquise King is just holding the ball. Every possession they have, they hold the ball for at least a minute and that's why I would advocate for a time clock in high school. I think it's about that time now.
And I know the logic behind it. First of all, you've got a lot of schools that simply don't have that kind of scoreboard operating resources, especially some smaller towns. I get that. And the logic is, well, if you want to force them, approach from downtown, no good. Attempt there, and there's looks like over the back, number 11.
And that was on 32. I think that's going to be on Cameron Lord. It's going to be his third foul. He's going to have to come out the game.
Just to recap what happened, folks, number 11, Danny Cohen, had a pretty good look at the basket, missed, and then when the ball went up, Cameron Lard went over the back of a Scotlandville player, picked up his third personal. That's not good for the Chiefs. But now they're getting aggressive. They have extended their defense. Coach William Gordon has extended the defense all the way in the backcourt. They need to hurry up. They get it across the timeline. Here goes Adabudu, a 1-2 step and a floater. Beautiful move. Jordan Adabudu unassisted across the timeline into the left wing on the baseline.
It looked like a trip right there by Natchitoches Central. Smart almost had that ball. I hope he's okay. He took a nasty spill that time. But Scotlandville's defense has cranked up here in the third quarter. There's a minute and 44 seconds left. And they're playing with a lot of confidence right now. Cameron Lord is out the game, and there he goes. Almost a steal.
Marcus Lee again almost took it away. They're on their back heels. Now they kick it out to Danny Cohen. Cohen with the ball fake. Lamar Williams ain't biting. Oh, he diced that time. He goes baseline. Beautiful move by Cohen. And LaMarcus Lee fouls him. Actually, that was a great move by Cohen. And he almost got that ball inside the basket in spite of the hard foul by LaMarcus Lee.
Very excellent move right there. He was able to shake the defender and do a European jump step and almost got the three-point play. But he'll go up for 2.
That was LaMarcus Lee's first personal foul. It is the second team foul on the Hornets. Natchitoches Central's piled up a tab here in the third quarter. They've racked up 4. So they only have 2 fouls to give. Danny Cohen. Balance, elbow. Did not put enough arc on it. It rattles out. No good. We're still tied at 24 with 1:25 to go.
Now I wonder how long he's going to leave Cameron Lloyd out.
It can't be too long. You need that defensive presence. And not only that, but Scotlandville seems like they're really building momentum and attacking inside the paint. Here comes Danny Cohen again. He fires that one, and it is good. All net, no rim, and Natchitoches Central has a 1-point lead.
And here we go. The full court press. Smart gets the ball to Adebutu. It crosses the half court. Oh, and Adebutu gets the ball to LaMarcus. Oh, and they call a travel on Lamarck Williams.
Lamarck, what? You got it. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Well, Adebutu had got trapped and threw the ball up for grabs, and Lamarck Williams got the ball, but he traveled with it.
So
it's going to be a turnover.
They have 3 in the backcourt, so they're really putting the pressure.
And that's going to be a travel right there. Right back on guy. Coach goes crazy.
Coach Gordy's wearing a nice black sports jacket, and he looked, if he had a cup in his hand, he'd have thrown it over the jacket, almost flipped off his body. He was so frustrated. He's a very animated coach.
Yes, he is.
Coach Sample, who's normally pretty cool, he's about as animated as he gets. You see he's kind of screaming at the official. And there goes Javonte Smart, 1-2 step in the lane. He held his position. Excellent concentration by Smart on his way to the basket. He's going to draw the foul against number 12. Or is that 21? That's against number 21. That's Chris Burks.
Yeah.
In the game for the first time tonight.
Exactly, and that's going to be the key right there, because one thing about Smart can get in the lane anytime he wants to. From what I'm seeing right now, number 23, Marquise King, cannot defend him at the top of the key. But when Cameron Lloyd was in the game, it stopped Smart from getting all the way to the basket. Right. Now, I want to see how long Cameron Lloyd is going to be able to stay out of this game when he sees that these players, Adebutu, Lee, and Smart, are going to start attack. And,
Javonte Smart, it's not that Cameron Lloyd stopped him by keeping up with his quickness. He stopped him by using his length. Javonte Smart's only a freshman. He's only going to get taller. So I would love to see that match with Javonte Smart against anybody 6'9" in a few years. That we could be watching a very special talent blossom before our eyes over the next few years, Joker.
Most definitely. Very, very. He has the right name, but he's a very smart player, very high basketball IQ on the floor. There was a foul call right there against LaMarcus Lee for a body check. So Natchitoches Central will have the ball. They take the ball out. Great defense as Scotlandville extends his defense. Smart playing great defense right there on the perimeter. And let's see how Natchitoches Central hands the ball, swings over to number 23, Marquise King. King gets the ball down to Chris Burke, back to King. King swings it over to Rachel. Rachel to Cohen, which has been pretty much their playmaker.
They left the lane open. He was forced. Good job. Scotlandville closed the lane. Rachel's eyes got wide and darted for the paint, and Scotlandville closed the doors very quickly. Excellent defense, and they're rotating along the perimeter again. Rachel puts it up, gets to Burke. Burke back to Rachel. Rachel's going to try to step in the lane. He has no shot, and I mean none. Rachel over to Burke. 1 second left. Off the glass, no good, and that's the end of the third quarter with the score. The Scotlandville Hornets 26, the Natchitoches Central Chiefs 25. You're listening to the Class 5A championship game on Louisiana All-AmericanSports.com. That's right.
I know that's right. And I'm looking at how many points they scored in the third quarter. Only 3 points. But
let's pay some bills real quick for the last time. Special thanks to Blue Cross and Blue Shield Louisiana, proud corporate sponsor, partner of the LHSAA, Blue Cross and Blue Shield Louisiana, the card accepted by more top doctors. Special thanks to the partners of the LHSAA Regional Healthcare Network, Tulane Institute of Sports Medicine, North Oaks Orthopedic Specialty Center, Green Clinic Orthopedic in the Northern Louisiana Medical Center, and the Lake Charles Memorial Sports Medicine. Thanks to Moose Mesh Photography, the official photographer of all LHSAA state events. For action shots and award presentation photos of today's events, go to www.flashpicsphoto.com. Special thanks to ExxonMobil and ISC. The ExxonMobil and ISC All Academic Scholar Athlete Program recognizes success off and off the court. Special thanks to the Calcasieu Parish Police Jury, Lake Charles, Southwest Louisiana, CVB, and the Burton Complex for hosting the 2015 All-State Sugar Bowl LHSAA Top 28. The Louisiana National Guard is proud to be a partner of the LHSAA. Just like soldiers of the National Guard, these basketball players are here because of teamwork, grit, and determination. Thanks to Partners Pharmacy for their support of high school athletics. Partners Pharmacy, making medicine work for you. This year's March Madness semifinal games for boys and girls are being streamed live on the NFSH Network at www.nfshnetwork.com. The NFSH Network, we are high school. Special thanks to Hertz. Hertz is the official rental car company of the LHSAA. Fox Sports New Orleans, your home for televised high school sports in Louisiana. All championship games will be televised, tape delayed on Fox Sports New Orleans. Check out the LHSAA website for broadcast information. Now available in the App Store, the LHSAA mobile application, brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, the easiest way to keep up with your school's scores and schedules. Traveling to an away game? Get directions on the go. Coaches, send in your final scores straight from your phone, the LHSAA mobile app. Going beyond the game, special thanks to Lake Charles Toyota, where we know you by your name, and Tarver Ford. Give Tarver Ford a chance to earn your business. The LHSAA thanks McDonald's, team meal host of 2015 March Madness. And attention fans, make plans to attend the 2015 LHSAA All-Star Basketball Games at the Hirsch Coliseum in Shreveport. Girls tip off at 1 p.m. followed by the boys game at 3. And Joker, while I thanked our sponsors, why don't we go ahead and get the audience caught up on what happened in the first 44 seconds of this fourth quarter.
First 44 seconds it came off. Natchitoches Central came out. Scotlandville playing great defense. Natchitoches Central was able to get a 15-footer by Guy. So they took the lead 27-26, 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in the final quarter. A foul was called on Natchitoches Central on Smart. So Smart has the ball, takes the three-point shot, and nails it. Big shot right there. Takes the score to 29-27. Under 7 minutes now. Oh, great block right there by Green. And here comes Smart out with the rebound. Pushes the ball up. Has Adabutu on the corner. Adabutu takes a little 10-footer and missed it. Rebound that time by Marcus Williams, but he can't get it.
Piper,
and here comes Natchitoches Central out.
Piper, you mentioned the Chiefs were only held to 3 points in that third quarter.
Great steal right there by Smart with the steal. And the ball is taken back.
Looks like it's a goaltend.
They're going to call a goaltend. The ball was stolen back by Guy, by Natchitoches Central, and he takes the ball all the way to the goal. And looks like it's going to be goaltending on Scotlandville. So it's going to be the bucket plus the foul. So the score now is 29-29. 6 minutes and 23 seconds left.
Who called timeout? Timeout. Natchitoches Central.
Natchitoches Central calls timeout. And when they come back out, Lee is going to, Austin Guy, number 12, is going to be the guy that's going to shoot free throws when we come out. Well, he's going to shoot one free throw. They gave him the bucket with the goaltending, so that's going to tie the score. The score is 29-29. Very low-scoring game here in the fourth quarter. But I tell you what, it's been a great game. Both teams have had leads. Both teams have fought their way back. Both teams played great defense. Cameron Lord on one end and Javante Smart on the other end. Gary Green and Joshua Roberts, these guys are really came to play tonight. For Coach Carlos Sample has a great game plan that he put in, that I've seen, that he's to try to neutralize the 6'9" Cameron Lord for the Natchitoches Central Chiefs. But the game is tied here.
You know, Coach Gordy seems to be a coach that utilizes his timeouts to kind of control the momentum of play. They are down to 2 timeouts remaining. So he's only going to be able to utilize that tactic a couple of more times down the stretch. Meanwhile, Scotlandville, unless I missed something, they have all 5 of their timeouts left.
Yes, they do. They haven't, Coach Sample hasn't needed to really call a timeout. They've been playing pretty disciplined ball. And so here we go, Austin Guy for the 3-point conversion. And the ball rims out. The score is still tied. So Adabutu comes out with it. Scotlandville Hornets.
Natchitoches Central also has no more fouls to give. So the next foul and a non-shooting foul will put Scotlandville in a 1-and-1 situation. Natchitoches Central right now is the score is tied, but Scotlandville for the moment appears to be in the driver's seat.
Yes, they do. seem to be in the driver's seat. Adabutu being guarded closely. All the way to the hole that time.
Beautiful move by Jordan Adabutu. He's got a great move into the wing and then along the baseline to the lane. He was fouled along the way and actually put up a shot, but it was blocked by Guy. Nonetheless, that will send Adabutu to the line to shoot 2, and now the Hornets are in the bonus.
And they're in the bonus. There's still 5 minutes and 53 seconds left. I think that's going to play into the advantage of the Scotlandville Hornets as Adabutu takes his first free throw and nails it. So that's going to break the tie, give them the 30-29 lead. Now, free throws and turnovers are going to be very, very crucial here as we get within 5 minutes in the fourth quarter. And I like how Adabutu finds his spot on the floor. He gets to a certain spot on the floor and makes a move and goes right. He has a very good first step.
His vision, he has an excellent first step. He also has great vision to the basket. I mean, he can just see his path a mile away. Outstanding young man. Meanwhile, Rachel, oh my goodness, Rachel went up for the nasty dunk, and Garrett Green said, oh no, you're not posterizing me, baby. You're going to get those 2 shots from the line. He fouls him hard, he hits the ground, and that'll send Rachel to the line to shoot 2.
And I like that defense right there. I also like the offense. Like the way he was real aggressive and took it to the hole, Brandon Rachel. And I also like the way Garrett Green defended the no easy basket. This is the playoffs, this is state finals. You don't get no chippies or nothing free here. You got to earn it, that's right. And that's why you foul, because he just missed his free throw. And the score is still 31-29 in favor of Scotlandville. He gets one more free throw. And let's see if he can convert here. And he makes it. So that cuts it to 1. Scotlandville comes out. LaMarcus Lee has the ball. They're playing pressure defense. And he throws the ball away. And the ball's going to go back to Natchitoches Central right there. So great pressure defense that time by Natchitoches Central.
So let's see what they have up their sleeve now. That was a good job of jogging the ball loose. Score is Scotlandville 31. Natchitoches Central 30 here in the fourth quarter with 5:30 to go.
And we said that turnovers are very crucial. I wouldn't have LaMarcus Lee bringing up the ball. He's good at going to the goal, but he's not a great ball handler.
Right.
Keep the ball in Smart's hand. He's been bringing the ball up for you. Oh, and a great shot right there in the corner from the baseline by number 22, Kendarius Aaron, for his first points of the game. And here comes Smart with the ball. They come back out with their trap again. Adabutu is getting trapped, and he gets the ball across the timeline. Takes it, gives it to Smart for the 3-point shot. And that ball is going to go over to Natchitoches Central right there. Under 5 minutes to go, 4 minutes and 54 seconds left. Looks like the ball may have been tipped by Javonte Smart, and it was an air ball. They couldn't recover the ball, so the ball goes to Natchitoches Central. Brandon Rachel has the ball, looks over the coach. Also, I would take the ball into Cameron Law and try to get his 4th foul.
Oh, yeah, you should really, there's no reason not to bring it towards Lard. You do not want that guy in the middle if it comes down to a one possession to decide the ball game. Cohen flips it over to Rachel, down low to Lard, back to Rachel, over to Danny Cohen for 3. Oh, boy, this place would have erupted. But LaMarcus Lee, Johnny on the spot with the rebound, all the way down the court for Jordan Adabutu. He got too excited. Austin Guy gets the rebound. Here comes Aaron, and he loses, stolen by Adabutu. Adabutu, 1-2 step, floats it up, no good, rebound. Javonte Smart with the rebound and put back, and there's a timeout called by Coach Sample, and the Scotlandville Hornets have regained the lead, 33-32.
Hey, defense wins championships, and one thing I got to hand my hat on is this team is playing great defense in this game. They blew a couple of layups. They're undermanned. They're seeded. They're going against the number 1 seed. Natchitoches Central came here with a big crowd favoring them in this game, but Scotlandville is right here with it.
Well, I'll tell you, that was an exciting sequence. Great concentration. Yet Adabutu, once again, that's another example of Scotlandville getting a little too excited when they had that open pass to the lane. He bounced it high off the glass, wound up with Kendarius Aaron picking it up. I think Aaron was looking down court too quickly because then Adabutu came up and stole it right back. He pursued, he put up a better layup, although it was kind of a 1-on-2. And who was Johnny on the spot to get the rebound and put back? Javonte Smart, who right now, in my opinion, has been the most outstanding player of this tournament.
Wow, big statement for the freshman. And to me, it is. And Carlos Sample is over there, and he's working his mojo. He's giving it to his team. This is the crucial time right here. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left. Every possession is very, very crucial here, very important. This is going to be a game of who wants it the most.
Well, let me get everybody caught up. Scotlandville has 4 timeouts remaining. Natchitoches Central 2 timeouts remaining. Scotlandville leads 33-32, 4:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Scotlandville's in the bonus. Scotlandville also has one foul to give. The possession arrow is with Scotlandville. So while it's a very close game, the little games of inches favor the Hornets for right now.
Yes, it does. And Smart has 17 points so far in this game, and he's leading the Scotlandville Hornets in this charge. And here we go. Here we go. Natchitoches Central has the ball and throws the ball out. Ball's going to go back to Natchitoches Central. Smart gets his hands on it and knocks it out. The ball's going to be inbounded by Kadarius Aaron. Gets it out to Rachel. Rachel has the ball at the top of the timeline. Scotlandville still in the 3-2 defense that we saw him in earlier. So Cameron Lloyd has to come back, and Smart with the steal. And here we go. Oh, here comes Garrett Green.
Javonte Smart had the steal. He went on the fast break. He put a little too much on the layup, and Garrett Green was Johnny on the spot as he came up with a rebound and a nasty dunk on the same effort. Scotlandville extends their lead 35-32. They go down low to Cameron Lord. He went up and he was fouled. He didn't even get his feet off the ground, and that'll force Lord to go to the line.
What a momentum shift right there. Garrett Green, for his second dunk of the game, was able to catch the ball off of the miss off of Javonte Smart and able to put it in, man. What a dramatic play. And let's see Cameron Lord here at the free throw. First free throws of the night for the big man. Let's see if he can convert here. Oh, and he misses. And usually the big guys can't shoot free throws that well. That didn't look too good. That stroke.
Yeah, that was the Shaq syndrome right there. So still 35-32. Here comes Lord again. 3:25 to go in the ball game.
Could that be a strategy at the end of the game? And he missed both of them.
Lord. He misses both. And so now Scotlandville maintains the lead. Here comes Adam Buchu across the timeline. He's trapped. He's looking. Finds Garrett Green. Gets LaMarcus Lee. Ball fake. He's being guarded by Lord, which means the middle, well, not anymore. I was going to say the middle was open momentarily. Here, it's a man-to-man defense being employed by Natchitoches Central. LaMarcus Lee with the ball, being guarded by Danny Cohen. Lee goes all the way to the right side of the court. Now he's going back to his left and that's a silly foul.
That's his fourth foul. That's his fourth. Now it's a silly foul.
Not smart.
That's a 1-and-1 too.
LaMarcus Lee went to his left. He had Lamarck Williams to set the pick. Lord tried to go around Williams to stay with Lee, and he just almost like he chest bumped him. It was totally unnecessary. Did nothing to help his team out. Coach Gordy is not thrilled. He's getting in Lord's grill.
These are big free throws right here with a 3-point lead, being able to push it to a 5-point lead with 2 minutes 53 seconds left, 1-and-1. Let's see what he does. LaMarcus Lee takes his first one. Oh, and he missed it.
The next foul by Lord's on the bench now, so their big man's out of the game, and he can't afford to play aggressively on defense. Natchitoches Central's in a pickle now.
They're going to put him right back in the game because you better believe Scotlandville Smart will go right to the basket when the next time they get their possession. So they're going to call a 20-second timeout right here by Natchitoches Central. They're going to get Lord back in the game. But those free throws right there was real big by LaMarcus Lee, and he couldn't convert.
The missed free throw, rather.
The missed free throw, yes.
And so now Natchitoches Central's got one timeout left with 2.5 minutes to go. So Coach had better put his final strategy out there because he's only going to get one more chance to stop the machine, so to speak, and adjust the gears.
And also, remember, they're also in the penalty. So if I was Scotlandville, if you have to, take the ball to the basket and try to draw the foul. The clock is on your side. So you use the clock to your advantage, especially if you can get a defensive stop right here.
So this has been all it's been built up to be, the Class 5A LHSAA state championship game. Both fans are rocking. There are very few empty seats here at the Burton Coliseum in Lake Charles. There's got to be at least 10,000 people in here. And what a game. Rachel inbounds the basketball. It's looks like that's Cohen. Cohen kicks out to Rachel over to Austin Guy. 2:31 to go. Over to Aaron. Aaron puts it on the ground.
I think they're looking for a 3-point shot if they can get it. You better believe they want to try to tie it up if they can. They got to watch Cohen right here.
Cohen with the hit fake. Aaron over to Cohen
and
for three. No good. Rattles off, and Lamarck Williams had to get aggressive.
And here goes Smart with the ball.
Gets the rebound. Smart is trapped. He calls timeout. Good call.
And he gets the timeout. Great call. Great heads-up play.
Yeah, now just to recap what happened. Lamarck Williams had to jump. The ball was going out of bounds. But the thing is that Natchitoches Central had position, so he had to jump, throw it over his head to get it to Javonte Smart. Then Smart was trapped. He couldn't find anybody. Good job to call that timeout. 2:05 to go. Scotlandville leading 35-32. You're listening to the Class 5A championship game on Louisiana All-Americansports.com.
Hey, we're here at the Burton Coliseum in Lake Charles, Louisiana, and Baton Rouge is in the house. Me and Eric has really been enjoying this hell of a game so far. We have to be a little biased, but we are from Baton Rouge, so we're going to root with the Scotlandville Hornets, but it's been a great deal. Our Natchitoches Central Chiefs are a great team, and I like what I see. These guys are really good, but the momentum right now and the advantages this Scotlandville has. They have the ball with 2 minutes left with a 3-point lead.
This is not a team that's unaccustomed to being in the pressure cooker. The number 1 seed in Louisiana, the Natchitoches Central Chiefs, in the semifinal game, L.W. Higgins took them all the way down to the wire and also had a lead in the final minutes. So they've been here before. Here come, of course, the Hornets were here themselves in their own semifinal with a Javonte Smart 3-pointer as time expired to take Bird to overtime. There goes Jordan Adebutu. They're running a half-court trap. Now with the ball is Williams. He gets it down low for Garrett Green.
That's him.
He gone.
He gone. That's 5.
Foul on Cameron Lord. And honestly, he's saying he had all ball. I thought he had all ball. But in the jungle of Chiefs and Hornets, the Zebras are king. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more.
Hit the road, Jack.
So he's gone. With 1:38 to go, and that will send Garrett Green to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. Actually, that was in the act of shooting, so he should be shooting 2.
Yeah. He should get 2 shots right here, and Garrett Green can push his lead up to 5 points without their lead scoring, and he makes his first one. That's going to push it up to 4 points, and the defense has been incredible. In the first quarter, it was 11 points they held them to. Second quarter is 11. Third quarter, it was 3 points, and now in this quarter, I think it's 7. And the second one rattles in. That's going to take up the 5-point lead. It's 32-37 right here.
Now they can smell it.
Now they can start to smell it just a little bit. Oh, almost a travel.
Cohen with the ball. It's getting loud in here, and from way downtown, Rachel puts up an air ball. And almost.
And here goes Scotlandville has the ball.
He got away with one. Adebutu got away with a push.
Yeah, he got away with a push off right there.
Adebutu with the basketball. Looks like they're running a half-court trap. Garrett Green over to Lamarck Williams. No good. And rebound. Danny Cohen. I don't know. That was a short one. Here comes Danny Cohen. Cohen goes in the wing, and they're waving off. They're saying that's a foul.
Foul on the floor.
Number 20, LaMarcus Lee. I believe that's only his second personal. Oh, it's his third personal. 7th team foul on the Hornets. That puts Natchitoches Central in the bonus. And Natchitoches Central has 9 team fouls, so any fouls going forward will put Scotlandville into the double bonus. 1 minute to go. 1 minute.
1 minute to go here. 1-and-1. Oh, and it rolls off, and Scotlandville comes out with the rebound. Smart with the rebound. Gives it over to Adebutu. Under a minute to play.
Full-court trap.
Full court trap. Under a minute, Adebutu has the ball. He finds Smart. And they're going to call a foul right there. 46 seconds left. It's going to be 2 shots. Smart is going to be at the free throw with a 5-point lead. And what, you want to call it on? You want to get the fat lady out or what?
Well, we can hear the stepping coming down the steps. She ain't singing yet. But here comes Precious.
It's coming, baby.
The fat lady's getting ready to sing.
And we can start seeing the Scotlandville fan base over there. They're starting to get hype. Oh, he missed the first one. He'll get one more right here. And here we go. Smart's going to take his second free throw. 46 seconds left. They're up 5. If he makes this to make it 2. Oh, he makes it. He's going to make it a 6-point lead. Natchitoches Central is going to have to hurry here. They're going to have to put up a 3-point shot. Great defense. Oh, with a steal. That's going to be it. That's going to pull a nail in the coffin right there.
I'm going to let Adebutu go to the line first, but I'm getting my singing voice ready. I'm getting my singing voice ready, but we're going to wait and see. Precious has stepped up the mic. Precious has the lemon juice. She's just waiting for the conductor to wave his little stick and give her the cue. So Jordan Adebutu can make this a 3-possession game with 34.6 seconds left to play in the ball game. The Scotlandville Hornets on the verge of bringing home their 3rd title in 4 years, but he misses. Still a 2-possession game. The Hornets won the championship in 2012. They won in 2013. They were the runner-ups, losing to these very same Natchitoches Central Chiefs last year, and they are 34.6 seconds away from taking their 3rd title in 4 years, and that will do it. Adebutu makes it. We're going to call it time of death. 34.6 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter. Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. Until tomorrow starts the same old thing again. 26.5 seconds to go in the game before Scotlandville hoists another trophy, bringing it back to North Baton Rouge.
And great job right here by Carlos Sample. I got to give him all the credit in the world. He came out with a 3-2 defense that we seen, and looked like it confused them in the second half. They didn't know what to do. This team actually started playing, holding the ball, like they was a team that was, like usually a team that's undermatched will be the one that played the possession game, but they did it.
Right, and they were only up by 4 points at that time, and that's when I thought they might have been a little bit of trouble, because when they, as I said earlier in the 3rd quarter, if they're taking a risk because if Scotlandville pressures them into making a mistake and forces a turnover, they're not going to have any answer for the Scotlandville defense, and they did not. Cohen, his 3rd free throw is good. That cuts the lead down to 5 with 26.5 seconds to go.
And here we go. Adebutu controls the ball. He's a pretty good free throw shooter. And that's going to be another foul. 22 seconds left. The score is 34-39. Scotlandville leading. Going to the free throw to shoot 2 to try to push this up to a 7-point lead. 3-possession game. Right now it's all about just hitting your free throws, and the clock is definitely on Scotlandville's side.
I'm thinking
in the step of a miraculous comeback, and he makes his first one. That pushes up to 40-36.
I'm thinking player of the game, Javonte Smart.
Javonte Smart was the player of this tournament so far that I've seen. Now, we're going to watch Madison Prep tomorrow, and I'll probably give you another answer when I see Brandon Sampson. But so far, we
got to cast a vote. That's right.
And he makes his second one. That's going to push up to 41-34. No fouls right here. Just let the clock run out. No fouls. Cohen takes a 3-pointer. Garrett Green comes out with the rebound. Natchitoches Central has to foul, but that's going to do it. You can close the casket, stick a fork in it, whatever you want to say. Scotlandville Hornets, Baton Rouge, District 5A, bringing the title back home, baby. Get ready, baby. They did it. Coach Carlos Sample, congratulations. Great job tonight by these guys. These guys came in like they wanted it. They wanted it more. They came in like they was the favorite team to me. Natchitoches Central plays a great game. They're a great team. But when Cameron Lloyd got in trouble, they had no answer to play without it.
When he picked up that 3rd foul, which was not a smart, that 4th foul, which is not a smart foul, it took all the teeth out of what they had in the middle, and Scotlandville exploited it to the hilt.
And then he picked up his 5th foul, which was a questionable call. But when you got 4, you don't try to do the reach-ins. You was blocking everything, so why did you try to go low? You should have just waited until he shot the ball. But, hey, it's over with. Cohen brings the ball down, shoots it from half court. No good. And there goes my player of the game. That's my player of the game, baby. And the fans are celebrating here. And we're celebrating with them. The Louisiana All-American Sports Show. I see them guys state champions. I need to go there with Sample at. I can't yet. Right.
So that will seal it. The final score. The Scotlandville Hornets 42. The Natchitoches Central Chiefs 34. The Scotlandville Hornets, for the 3rd time in 4 years, are Louisiana High School Athletic Association Class 5A state champions. And they're bringing the title and the trophy back to North Baton Rouge. Joker, this is the team that in 2010 came close, came to this very same championship game, but was turned away. They were turned away again in 2011. In 2012, they defeated your alma mater, the McKinley Panthers, and got their first championship during this run. And now it's been nothing but a Scotlandville dynasty in this decade.
Hey, man, what a game. What a game, what a game. When they came out not intimidated. They came out with all the confidence in the world. And the freshman, Javonte Smart, the guy does everything. The guy assisted. The guy played defense. He hit his free throws. The moment was never too big for him. By him being a freshman, he's actually the leader of this team as a freshman. You're probably looking at greatness in the making.
He's only going to get better. He's going to get taller. He's going to gain experience. He's going to get longer. This young man, I think we're going to be talking about this young man not only for the next 3 years, but for beyond the next 3 years. This is a special kid.
Very special kid. And we're looking forward to covering him on Louisiana All-American Sports Show for years to come. Great freshman right there. Great freshman. Great game. And now we're going to hear the presentation of the awards. Sit back and enjoy.
The Louisiana High School Athletic Association would like to thank the All-State Sugar Bowl for sponsoring All-State Championship trophies and awards. At mid-court, representing All-State agent Dean Day of Lake Charles, accompanied by Mr. Mickey Merritt, Vice President of the LHSAA, Mr. Todd Geist, former President of the LHSAA, Mr. Jeffrey Sampson, Principal of Acadia High School and member of the LHSAA Executive Committee. The first award is the All-State Sugar Bowl LHSAA Class 5A State Runner-Up Trophy to Natchitoches Central High School. Head Coach Michael Coleman, Principal Mr. William Gordy. Presenting the award, Mr. Miles Riley, All-State agent from Ville Platte. How about one more time for the Chiefs, your 2015 state runner-up. The next award is the All-State Sugar Bowl Outstanding Player Award in Class 5A, as selected by the working media of the top 28. LHSAA Vice President Mickey Merritt will present the award to number 1, Javonte Smart, Scotlandville.
I see you, boy.
And the final award, presented by All-State agent Dean Day of Lake Charles, the 2015 All-State Sugar Bowl LHSAA 5A State Championship Trophy, Scotlandville High School. Head Coach Carlos Campos, Principal Mr. Harry Wright. Attention all media, post-game interviews to begin immediately. Post-game interviews to begin immediately. Attention fans, tomorrow's gates open at 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock is the 1A finals between Madison Prep and Lafayette Christian. At 4 o'clock, 2A finals, Riverside and Lakeview. 6 o'clock, University High and John Curtis. And at 8 o'clock, Landry Walker and Salmon. How about one more time for the Hornets, your state champions in 5A. Thank you all. are attending South Big Sugar Bowl. Up 28. Mid-force. Guys, we just poured that water. Help yourself. Please speak into the mics for us so they can get that audio if you don't mind. Coach, when you're ready, some thoughts and comments, and then we'll take some questions.
First of all, I love my guys. They're hurting right now, and I'm hurting for them. They poured their entire hearts and souls and everything they've had for the last 365 days to get back to this point. And they gave me everything I asked for, and it hurts when we come up short a little bit. And there's nothing we can say or do right now that's going to make it go away, and it's going to stick with us a little while. But that being said, I'm still proud as I can be of my young men. They competed as hard as they could. We didn't get the ball to fall for us in a couple spots that we really needed to, but it wasn't for lack of effort. It wasn't for lack of trying. And we gave everything we had, and we congratulate Scotlandville and Coach Sample and his group. They had a great plan. They stuck with it, and they executed when they needed to. And we congratulate them on a hard-fought state championship.
Questions?
Coach, I saw you grabbed Coach Sample after the game. What did you tell him in that moment?
Just, I can remember that feeling from last year, and I remember the elation, and I told him some of the same things I just said, that, I thought they executed their game plan, almost to perfection, and I took a lot of hard work and preparation, I'm sure, on his part, and I just congratulated him for the work that he put into it, and, told him I hope maybe we'll get a chance, maybe we can do it again next year if he would be willing.
Coach, it looks like the third quarter was probably the difference in the game where Scotlandville was able to regain the lead and separate a little bit. Can you give us a synopsis of what happened then?
The matchup zone gave us a little bit of problems. We were having trouble figuring it out and figuring out how to make the zone move. Mm-hmm. Our timing wasn't really good. They dropped their point. They just dropped into the, to the free throw line and tried to take away any post-entry passes in the middle, which is, they obviously scouted us very well. They know we like to go high-low and in at the elbows, and they did a good job of taking those options away. And we just didn't do a good enough job of attacking that in certain spots where we really wanted to, and thus we didn't get the zone to move and shift, to find our openings. And that's my fault. That's completely my fault. That's on nobody but me. I didn't do a good enough job in that area, and obviously something we'll address in the future.
Mike, last year in this game, Cam really destroyed them. Did you feel like they were determined he was not going to win this game?
Absolutely. That's the thing. If you take Cam out of our lineup, they look a lot like us. They're very similar. The things that they prefer to do, they like to get up in you, aggressive man-to-man, and it's hard to do those things on the perimeter if you have no help side, for the big, which, last year they had no help side for Cam, and he had a great game. And we knew that they would try to come in and do things to take that away, and the 3-2 zone, the 1-2-2 they had was designed to do that. We thought we had a good plan for that. We were expecting that. We knew that was going to come. We didn't find the holes that we needed to in it. But yeah, without a doubt, they knew they had to do something to counter his size and length inside. And like I said, Coach Sample had a great plan, and they stuck to it.
Cam, quiet night, 4 points, and I know you did all you can, but what do you think? Was it like the strategy, the zone, or something like that? What do you think that happened that had kind of a quiet night like that? What do you think you take from this game to get better for next year?
He takes it hard.
Great future, young man. Got a great future. Great player.
Coach, and obviously you did what you needed to do, trying to come out and force them out of the zone. took some time off the clock, didn't have some shots fall when you wanted to, and that's part of the damned if you do, damned if you don't part of that. You probably wouldn't change a thing if you went back and did it again.
No, yeah, we really got the ball when we made them come out and extend that zone, which is we either want them to extend the zone, which opens holes, or we wanted to come get them for them to come get us man. We really got the ball first 2 or 3 times into the hands of the guy that we wanted. I think we went in and turned our back one time. We got feet in the paint with the ball, which is exactly what we wanted. I think we scored the first trip or two, and then once we got them to extend the zone, is really we wanted to touch the baseline. We wanted to get our high post diving, and I just don't feel like we found that option often enough. And it came down. They buried a lot of free throws, and we had a couple free throws in there that really would have kept the pressure on them to keep extending the zone. And when you don't put points on the board with free throws, that allows them to sit back and do what they wanted to do. If if we put the points on the board, now they got to come get us. Right. And look, we've worked on it. It's not because our guys hadn't been. I mean, they knew they've worked on it over and over and over. That's basketball. Sometimes that ball just bounces around the rim and it just won't fall. I thought that was the case tonight. We did some good things, but we just didn't get that thing to roll around in the rim when we needed it to.
Hey, Coach, I know hindsight is 20/20, but in the first half, it looks like Coach Sample went to more of a smaller lineup. You guys came out with a little bit pushing the ball, it seemed at first, until that third quarter when you started to slow down and play a more possession type of game with the matchup zone that Coach Sample did. Did that go against your game plan? Were you actually expecting that, or was that just a new wrinkle that came in? And
we had seen them do it. We were expecting a little 3/4 court zone trap back to a 3-2, which he did the 3-2. But the quickest, easiest way to beat that is get the ball ahead of the zone, and we did it early in the. We did it early in the first half. Second half, we got a little wild with it and had a couple turnovers in the break that was, a little uncharacteristic for some of our guys. But, again, they're trying to go make a play. They're trying to get the ball ahead to get us an easy score, and it just got away from us a couple times.
And, of course, the foul trouble with Cameron.
Yeah.
It looked like you had to insert him right back, which looked like Scotlandville started to push the ball aside. When he instantly, as he got out of the game, Steve Smart started to take the ball to the goal more without the defensive presence being there, so you had to put him back in.
Well, and that kid just made some really, really fantastic plays. For him to be a freshman, put the ball in his hands, and he got a couple really hard drives, and he got a couple fouls. I thought he got away with a little bit of a little push off that made it difficult to guard him, but. To his credit, he made the plays and made shots. So, he's a good player. He made good plays.
Game,
Coach, go ahead.
Mike, I know Danny's been a fantastic scorer for you, and I know you hate to lose him, but at the same time, 5 of the 6 guys who played tonight are back for next year. I know it hurts right now, but I mean, you still got to feel good about the shape of your program. I know you said you want to be consistent like Scotlandville. You have to expect that you'll have another shot next year.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and I can't even think about next year right now. I just know I got a locker room full of young men in there. Just their hearts are broken right now. Their hearts are crushed, and we're so appreciative of the efforts they give us. We're appreciative of everything they've put in, and we've got some great young men coming back. It hurts me that I've got 4 seniors that are leaving us because of what they've meant to our program. But, we've got some great young men. I got 2 sitting here next to me that torch is going to be passed down to them, and now they've got to step up next year. And I can promise you these 2 guys are going to be hungry to get back to this point next year. I don't know that people really realize just the tremendous, just the mental strain, the physical toll that it takes to get back to one of these things. It's been unbelievably hard. So, to think about next year right now is just I can't even do it. I do know that the kids that we have in there that will be returning, I know that they'll come give us the same efforts.
Coach, can you talk about, I guess, maybe the bittersweet emotion and thought process? You guys spent the last calendar year as the kings of 5A.
you had a fantastic season and you took this team to the wire tonight. So it's not, it's not obviously it's not all bad, but yet you are heartbroken. Can you just kind of talk about how how the players and and yourself, how you process that, and can you just talk to folks that might not know about that?
I mean, I hate to make this. I know basketball's not a life and death situation, but I mean, it feels like grief. I mean, it feels like somebody's ripped something that you really, really love away from you right now, and that hurts. And I mean, these guys put a lot of work. That's what we risk. That's why we do this, because these guys put their hearts into it. People don't realize what we risk when we go out there. Everything that we put into this season. Yeah, they put up with me. They put up with the conditioning. Just just putting your heart out there. And sometimes when you don't get it, it hurts. I don't know how to describe that, because that's part of sports. That's what makes it special. That's what made last year so special, because we risked everything and put it out there. And this year it didn't come up for us. And I don't know how to explain that. It hurts. It hurts me to have to look at these guys, because they gave me everything they had. I don't know how else to explain that.
Still a great season.
It is. And we're definitely going to celebrate that. But.
Any other questions?
Austin, you try to do all you can to take the pressure off of Cameron, and you made some good shots tonight. And more than anything else, do you gain more confidence each and every time, especially the way you made those jumpers tonight?
Yes, sir. Basically, I got to take gain my confidence, just make shots, and just keep taking them as I go.
Anything else, guys? Micah, thank you. Thank you, guys.
There you go. We are fine.
The man right here.
Coach, when you're ready, give us some thoughts, some comments, and then we'll take some questions.
All right. First of all, I just give glory to God. Thank God for just this opportunity. I'm just humbled, and I try to carry that down to these kids. Just stay humble and stay hungry, and try to do the right thing and be good young men. And in turn, you'll become good basketball players. With that being said, that was a heck of a ball game. We played probably one of the best, if not the best teams in the state. And I knew coming into the game that we had to play close to a perfect game as possible to beat them. I didn't have any doubts in these kids. If you only saw the last 365 days before after we lost, if you only saw the looks in their eyes, the way that they came out in the off season and worked their butts off, the brotherhood they showed for one another, you wouldn't be surprised if we won. Everybody, counted us out, and like I told Robin, I'm back in my role, the underdog, under the radar as such, which is fine. We don't need all that hoopla. We just want to just be that team, and in the end, when the smoke clear, just give it all we got. And I'm just so proud of this group. Man, I'm so proud of this group.
Question.
You guys talk about what it means. Obviously, a lot went into it. It was a real emotion of the end. Jordan, Coach Gary, just how sweet it was to come back here and be on top this time.
Me or one of the boys?
One of the guys, I guess.
Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan, go ahead.
Well, last year after we lost, that was probably the worst feeling ever. So we knew that we had to come back here this year, and we had to go hard, and we had to carry out assignments and do everything that Coach told us to do, so we could come out on top. And it's just a great feeling to be back state champions, and I'm just grateful. And I thank God for the opportunity and blessing us with being able to be state champs again.
Garrick, when I talked to you yesterday, the words you used was we were out toughed last year. And I thought you all showed a lot of grit, especially in the second half when they tried to force you out of the zone. And there was a kind of patience and determination with it too, especially with you. We noticed every play, every possession. You took this personally.
Last year, he had his career high. Had to get it back. So I really like like my coaches, they had a great scouting report, so all we had to do was follow it, and we came out with the W.
How tough and physical was it out there? Talk a little bit about that.
It was tough. This is all a mind game. We just got in his head, started to get out of it, then we got him fouled out, and we knew we just take him to the goal.
Okay. Talk a little bit about Javonte. We're going to talk to him in a minute. Let's talk about his performance, Coach.
It's just kid is not your average freshman. You know, every once in a while, you know, a coach gets the opportunity, not often, to coach a kid with exceptional talent. But you know, you have to understand, you have to manage that kid also and allow him to blend in with what we have there. And I think that he fit in real well. As a matter of fact, he may have not been selfish enough during the season. You know, and man, he just came along at the right time. We lost a great guard for Sean Brown last year, and he didn't have his best game. And we saw we struggled at the point guard position. We played them last year. We played the tape before we left Baton Rouge. We played the whole state championship final last year. You know, and you know, I had coaches throwing chairs on the court, upset all over like we lost it the day after before. You know, and that was a lot of motivation in that we didn't have to say much. You know, and Javonte came along like he played it. He was, you know, stunned, but man, he came in and did a heck of a job all year long as a freshman leading a team that's been known to make it to the finals on that stage. For him to come in and show the poise that he's done this past year is just remarkable. And he knows that he has some work he needs to do, and I'm going to make sure that, you know, if he wants to be at Scotlandville and play, he has to put in work, can't be complacent, but he doesn't mind doing that like a sponge, and nothing but good things for him, you know, and I look forward to the next 3 years with him.
Y'all played that today? Y'all played it today and then drove out here?
No, we came up yesterday. We played it Wednesday. After we watched film on Bird game, we played that whole game instead of getting shots. So we played the whole game, you know, and you know, let them know, you know, it's about the same team, and I feel this team is better. You know, hey, look how we getting out tough and knocked around. And this kid is scoring these points, and that's not typical Scotlandville. Let's give them our best game. Is the reason why I played it, to give them our best game tonight. And you know, win, lose, we're fortunate enough to win tonight. You know, they're a great team. They could have won this game, you know, but I think our guys were determined. I'm grateful that we came out on top.
Coach, in a game like that, you know, you mentioned playing the tape. You know, bringing out the toughness. Rebounding tonight, you guys doubled them up, 33-16. You know, you feel like that played a role. You know, just talk about that mental toughness. You know, what you guys showed tonight on that end.
Yeah, all the last few days we talked about banging the boards. Everybody going to the boards. Not even worried about transition. Just crash the boards. You know, and they just did a good job of that. You know, you just put it in the air. You have to just tell them time and time again, bang the boards, box out, because they're a tremendous rebounding team. Sometimes the best offense is their second shot, offensive rebounds, and we saw that on film. And you know, they have a great team. The kid, the 30, he's a great player, as well as the unsung number 12 is also tough. You know, so we had to make sure we boxed them out. Those exceptional guards, 11 and 1. They like to crash boards also, and I think we did a great job of rebounding. I think that was the difference in the game.
Coach, with the tail of the tape, of course, length and height, your opponent might have had a little bit of an edge, and we touched on that Tuesday night. How did that factor into your preparation, and how did it play out from your point of view on the court?
Well, first of all, it was for me. It was strange because, as you all know, we're a straight full court man-to-man team. We didn't play man-to-man not one time. Every day in practice, we would always resort back to this zone for this moment. Every day in practice, since we started practicing, we knew that, you know, we come across the past again from watching film last year. We didn't do a good job, and we should have went zone. So we accustomed to running that zone, and I think those guys did a great job of rotating in it. And it's hard to rebound out of a zone, so you know they were active in that thing and were able to get some long rebounds, and you know, and did a good job of boxing out, getting loose balls also.
I thought it was a great strategy that you had. I could tell the strategy that you came out with in the first quarter. I don't know, you looked like you took out Williams and you came in with number 5 to look like to go smaller, and looked like the quickness was a determining factor. They had the size and the height, but you all had quickness, and you always had defense throughout the year, and hang your hat on that. Was that part of your strategy for the quickness to kind of go small a little bit on?
Well, yeah, I think Williams may have picked up 2, but when we went with Roberts, we wanted to offensively. We knew they were going to press. We wanted to put a little pressure on the rim a little bit. And whoever 32 was guarding, instead of 2 bigs, he would have to. One of the bigs would bring him out. You know, and we set some ball screens for him. You know, and try to use our quickness to get to the rim with 32 on the perimeter. And I think we got a lot of looks. A lot of layups, uncontested layups. We missed some, but they weren't uncontested. Or one important stretch was when we dragged the screen and the Laird kid was guarding Smart, and Smart shot the 3 because he, you know, couldn't contest the shot. So, you know, that was a part of it, you know, and I'm just glad it worked out.
And also great balance, I thought, with Javonte Smart and also with Jordan. His ball handling at the end of the game in crucial situations was able to take the ball, very good first step. But Javonte Smart, with the patience that he has as a freshman, not scared of the moment, stepping up to the big. You got to be impressed, and I'm pretty sure Natchitoches Central was also impressed by this guy. So I know you looking forward to having a guy like this for the next 3 years.
Oh yeah, looking forward.
We've talked around it. Let's talk to him, Javonte. Let's talk about it. Talk about. You just look like you love the moment when you're out there.
I just want to thank God because He gave us this day to fight for the championship. But I want to thank the coaching staff for making us work hard at practice, and also we wanted it. I want to thank the older guys for pushing me and making me, with the patience I have, to win the championship. Also, I thought I had an okay game. It was straight, but I could have did better.
Oh, really?
Do you ever get to the point when you come into a game, by you being a freshman, does the big lights or the big crowd or when you guys go down maybe a point or 2 points or have a turnover, I never see you really get frustrated if you have a turnover or you miss a shot. You know, has that always been natural for you?
It doesn't bother me because toughness, like, they stress toughness. So if you have toughness and the mind game, you'll do it.
Guys, when Laird, number 32, when he picked up that 4th foul, I from my point of view, it looked like y'all had that shark smelling blood in the water kind of look. Yeah. Can you just, I guess it looks like I'm right because y'all are smiling, so could y'all just talk about that? Because it looks like that's when y'all knew y'all had it.
Exactly.
Javonte.
Oh, well.
Did you intentionally, when he went out the game, did you intentionally started making a note in your mind and say, well, I'm going to start taking the ball inside the paint since that presence? Right. Because I noticed that some of the layups that you did miss was because of the presence that he had, and you know you would change your shot and that type of thing. But when he went out the game, did you tell him to take the ball to the hole?
Well, yeah, that was the plan. You know, we wanted to just stay aggressive with him, and if he was to go to the bench, you know, we just wanted to get to the rim. We really wanted to get to the rim with him in the game. I just want them to be under control, and you know, if you don't have the layup, kick, you know, or go to his body. You know, I didn't want them to run away from him because he's in the game. I just want them to stay aggressive on both ends of the floor, you know, and just do what we've been doing all year. We didn't change much, but just to do what we've been doing all year, you know, is what I stressed. I talked to them, I told them, you know, that's enough about Natchitoches Central. What about Scotlandville? We got a pretty good team. Let's do us. What we've been doing the last 6 years, and you know, and just carry out assignments, and we'll be fine. But we get out, we run, you know, we attack the rim, we penetrate and kick. Continue to do what we've been doing all year long, and let's see what happens.
Coach, out of all your years you've been coaching, you had some great victories in state championship games. Do you think this is probably one of the biggest victories of your career?
I think it is, you know, without a doubt. And, you know, I really think that the last 2 that we won, we were really expected to win. You know, favored to win the games, both of them, and we won both of them. But this year we weren't the favorite, you know, and I can't blame anybody for saying Natchitoches Central was the better team or was the favorite to win, you know. But and also with their concept, I tell them, not always the team with the most talent wins. The team that's the best team, that's who win the game, you know. So we have talent, let's be the better team, you know, and we take that approach every night, you know. So this is probably my biggest win since I've been here in Scotlandville the last 8 years.
Coach, you had 2010, you're runner-up, then championship against a crosstown rival, then championship, then runner-up, then championship. 6 years. That's. Do you ever, just as someone who observes, I'm awestruck by that. Do you ever step back and reflect and on that run, on the run that you guys are, the school and the community is enjoying right now?
Right. Well, you know, with all honesty, I don't have time to really look back and reflect. I mean, we know the number, but you know, I don't put limitations on what God can do, and as long as I'm healthy and coaching, you know, I think out the box, and these young men know that I think out the box. Last year, I told them we can go undefeated and whatever. You know, I'm just grateful that we've been able to compete. You know, so I really don't have time to look at it. You know, like I say, I want to set a precedence that Coach Adger, Coach Allman, the great coaches before me. You know, and you know, I just want to be a perfectionist. You know, and like I said earlier, I just live for the moment. And we take it day by day and year by year. And if we're in another state championship next year, hey, I'll take that. You know?
We hear dynasty.
So it's always the ultimate goal for every school in the state, you know, to play in a state championship. So that is the ultimate goal every year. And thank God we have 6, so we're going to enjoy this, and we'll talk about 7 when we get here.
Any other questions, guys? Congratulations, Coach. Nice job.